There's a very interesting side character in Toy Story who's an emerging hero. It is perhaps the only travesty of this film that his character isn't explored more, because if you are not going to push up the next generation of heroes, that generation will only have tyrants to look up to. Sid is one of those tyrants. And if you want a real-world example of a Sid, take your pick, man. The obvious example is Justin Trudeau. He's also a tyrannical child. A child who sees other human beings not as men with their own volition and will, but as mere toys. Toys to be fit and twisted into his own cruel machinations. And that's what's perhaps most terrifying about your Sids or your Trudeaus, is that their intent is very clear. To make as much chaos in the world as possible, and that is a scary villain to face, man, because if your goal is to be a hero, how do you even defeat a villain who wants to defeat himself? He doesn't want to win. So even if you do win, you've handed him his victory by default. He set up the game, no matter how sick it might be, so that he can't lose. And you weren't even aware you were playing it. That's what's so important about Toy Story. It reminds us that there are forces in the world that we can't control, that we can't possibly defeat. The best we can hope for is to fend them off for even a moment, but that requires not playing dead. You have to become alive as possible to fight that. To become a man. And that is exactly what the pterodactyl doll does.